I have 3 pieces of wood here. These were from the cross beams on our fence and I already painted them. So 2 I just painted black acrylic, and then this is I love this stuff so much. This is the Folk Art metallic, and this is Peridot. Okay, so the first one, we're gonna use these 2 transfers, these 2 chalk couture transfers. This is the bow trellis pattern. This was a Club Couture transfer from, what month is this? This is August. So yes, this is from the August Club project, and it came with 2 little zipper pouches. And then we're going to use this little ghost from, this is this year's, this is called Boo Basics. So this just came out this year. And we're going to use some scrapbook paper. I've got a couple of different paste colors, and I am going to use some surface wax because we're going to chalk on paper, and we're also going to chalk on top of paste. And also this just got painted. So I am just fuzzing this transfer. So for those of you who are not familiar with Chalk Couture, it's a high-end DIY home decor company, and the product consists of these adhesive silk screen transfers. I'm gonna put this back in. And they work like a traditional stencil, but there's mesh in the negative space. And then, actually, I'm gonna do this. Then there's a little bit of adhesive to help them stick to your surface. Might just do the bows in Shimmer Watermelon. So our multi-tool, this is good for scraping paste out of like the sides or the lid of your jar. But this is a squeegee tip, and I like it because it works like a pencil, and it's smaller than this. So for something like this, where I want to be fairly precise in where I get the paste, because I don't really want any of these flowers, this is a nice tool to use. So I'm going to do a little bit of a paste and peel. I'm going to pull that up. So I'm going to squeegee off my excess, and I'm going to put this back, this lid on, and I'm going to pull this up very slowly. That's cute. Okay. We'll double check it before I come back to this, but I got to do something else first. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little ghost, and we are going to chalk her on this piece of scrapbook paper, and we are definitely going to want to wax this. Very excited about that. And then also tomorrow is our holiday home collection. So this will be a very small holiday release. The big holiday release is September 9th. But that's coming tomorrow. And we also know that of the holiday home stuff that gets released tomorrow, anything that sells out is not getting restocked. Now the peanuts will get restocked up to a certain point, but the holiday home will not. So if you're a chalk customer, or if you go check out the website and you see something that you like, make sure you grab it. And then we also have half off our Perks member enrollment in August. So we have I refer to it as a discount shopping program. I don't like to refer to it as VIP program because all of my customers are important. All of our customers are VIPs. But this gives you the opportunity to shop at a 30% discount all the time. It's normally $20 a month, and you get that back in product credit. It is $10 a month to enroll in August, and you still get your $20 product credit. So that is also happening right now. There are also often exclusive bundles and things like that only Perks members can get, Perks members and designers. Like there's a fall bundle right now that is only available to Perks members and designers. 2 transfers, 2 9x12 tags. I think you get 2 individual paste packs, maybe a squeegee. And the transfers are cute. They're transfers from our Tiffany Thiessen collection. One says sweater weather, and I think the other one is the mushrooms. It's a B-size transfer that's all mushrooms. It's really cute. So that is all happening this month. Okay, so we've got our little ghost. I had some, for whatever reason, some ink not go through or paste not go through right there. I will wait for this to dry and then take a paintbrush or a squeegee or something like that and touch that up. I don't want to do it when it's wet. I've learned the hard way that if I try to touch something up when the ink or paste is still wet, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna mess it up. So we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna come over here and make sure. Okay, so that's dry, and I'm going to hold this way far away from my paper. Let's see if I can dry it just a little bit, enough for me to be able to hold it and cut it without getting paste all over my fingers. It's still a little wet, but we can at least start. So we're just gonna take my little, these aren't actually fussy cutting scissors. These came with my sewing scissors, but they're very handy. For this kind of little detail cutting, because they are easy to maneuver in and around corners and things like that, because you don't have the long whatever this is called. You don't have that getting in the way. So we're going to have a little bit of this pink paper. Sticking out. And if I wanted to, I don't know that I do, but if I wanted to, I could take some paint. Maybe I will, actually. I might take some paint or, well, all I have handy is paint, or marker and make the eyes black. So that all you really have showing, I thought about putting this on black paper. But I wanted her to have a little bit of pink to her without making her completely pink, if that makes sense. But I'm not loving how the eyes look. So we're going to take the pointy edge of my Sharpie, this tiny edge, and I'm just going to go around inside here. Try not to get on the paste, which may not work because my precision is less than perfect. Oh, I just got a set of metallic markers, which would actually be really cool for coloring this in. But that's okay. We will use what I have. Okay, so I've got that outlined. And we'll just take the other side. Try to stay in that outline now. Yeah, I'm gonna like that better. And I can always go over this with the metallic marker, because even once I get her on the board like I want her, I can still do this without too much difficulty. Yeah, that's gonna look much better. I still like the fact that you can see a little bit of this pattern underneath the white and a little bit on the outer edge of her where I fussy cut her. And then somebody, and I don't know that I have one, I might have to look for one. Somebody else that did this kind of similar thing had like a pink bow brad or sticker that they put on her, which was really, really cute. Okay, so that was my 30-minute warning. Okay, so I've got, let's do another 10 minutes. And I was going to put something on the other side of this to make it two-sided. But I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and finish her. So we're going to put her on there. Maybe like that, so you can see that bow more. But leave a little spot up there if I want to put something. So I have some glue and what will do them? Oh, I have some pop dots because I want her to have some dimension, even more than just the than just having her cut out. Words are hard. So we're going to Make sure she's dry, first of all. Actually, I do want to take the metallic markers to her eyes. So I'm actually not going to put her all the way on here. So what I'll end up doing is I'll take the metallic markers to her eyes, and then I'm going to put the pop dots, these foam dots on the back of her. But I'm going to put some glue on the other side before I adhere her to this, because I don't trust that the foam sticky will hold on this enough to keep it in place. It'll be fine on the paper, but not on this painted wood. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to look and see if I have anything, even if I make a bow out of ribbon, which I think I have some cute ribbon that'll look good right there, and add a bow on her. And then before I glue her down, I may take and sand this just a little bit to give it more of a rustic look. And this is the transfer I was going to put on the other side. And I might still do that. So we are going to take this and we are going to do the other side. Okay, so this is completely dry, so I can flip this over without any problem. And okay, so now I'm going to be all crazy and brave. Not best practice, just saying. So, you know, proceed at your own risk without fuzzing or using wax in a situation like this. I'm going to do the witches got to stick together. I'm going to fuzz this one because it's a little bit bigger. Got a little bit more sticky. And we are going to put this on here. We're going to stick with the pink theme here. And put this on with the ballet slipper, because I want to see what that ballet slipper looks like on black. So this whole idea came to me, this pink on black, when I saw the first bow trellis ghost with the pink. So I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and when I was growing up, they may still do it, I don't know. But when I was, probably started when I was in junior high and then all the way through high school, every year they had a home expo kind of thing called Homerama. And newly built subdivisions, people who lived in the subdivisions would open their homes, like they were just built, decorated by like professional decorators, interior designers, and people would open their homes and you would go and you would take tours, and there would always be a model home for people looking to build. And, you know, the realtors would be there and the interior decorators would be there. The builders would be there. And we went one year, and the teenage daughter's bedroom in the house that we were in, the walls were all black, and all along the top of the wall where it got close to the ceiling were hot pink ribbons, and the tails went all the way down the wall. And I wanted that in my room so bad. But we lived in an apartment and we couldn't do that. Not that I think my mom would have let me anyway, but oh, that's cute. We got a little bit of bleed there, but that's okay. And so I saw those pink ribbons on the with the bow trellis design, and immediately that room is what popped into my head. And I was like, well, if I'm doing this in pink, I'm doing it on a black surface to get that same kind of effect. So we're going to take and do the broom in the Shimmer Frost. Try to get all the parts of that broom in. I have 1 minute left, which should give me just enough time to pull this up. Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you how she looks all finished. So I took some ink and inked around her edges. I did end up taking my black metallic marker and filling in her eyes and her little mouth and gave her some eyelashes. This is an earring, little butterfly earring. I broke the the post off of it, and the butterfly had a little hole in the center, so I was able to fit a little baby Brad in there. And because I have her with pop dots, or not pop dots, foam squares, there was enough space in between so that that would fit without, because it wasn't leaning up right against the board. And then here is the other side, and I did the broom and then added the little spiders from another transfer. So wanted you all to see what the finished product actually looked like. So let me know what you think about this project. Let me know how you feel about the whole pink Halloween thing. There's links in the video description for all of the products I used, and how to connect with me further. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I will see you all again next week. Bye.